book lovers, it is GSwiz here, and I am here today with another monthly unboxing. This feels strange because at the moment I'm in the middle of filming last month's monthly unboxing. Two of my Fairyloots from September have been delayed in being sent to me. One of them is stuck at the courier, and the other one I still have not yet received tracking for as I'm filming this video right now. It's October while I'm filming this video. It's getting quite ridiculous. As I'm filming today, however, I have one box that I'm unboxing. In this video altogether, there are 4 book subscription boxes that will be unboxed. So I have 2 out of 3 Fairyloots that I usually subscribe to. I renewed for my Afterlight because I was very much interested in the book because it's like a cozy magical book, and I'm very much into cozy magical books. And the last out of the bunch, but the first one that I'm going to be unboxing today, the one that I do have as I'm filming this right now, is my Bookish and Spice Dark Romance book pick of the month. I have mentioned in unboxing videos previously that Bookish and Spice do a bi-monthly Bookish subscription service for their romantasy book picks and their dark romance book picks, and this month is a dark romance month, and I'm honestly so blown away because I literally received this box within the first few days of this month. It helps that they are Australian, but they're still located in a different state from where I'm at, and also the fact that they started packing and dispatching the books within the last week of September to like the first day of October. Absolutely incredible, amazing job. I'm praising them a lot, but I need to check out the book pick of the month from them. So I'm going to start off with that, and then I am going to proceed with the other book subscription services that I'm going to be unboxing in this video today. Alright, so I've taken the box out of the packaging because the packaging has my address on it. I decided to take that off camera. But here we've got a little label that says your bookish goodies have arrived. And yes, confirming this is indeed the Bookish and Spice box. Sometimes they have the branding on the tape, and sometimes they will have something else said on the tape. Sometimes it will say special edition books. This one says your bookish goodies have arrived, and I do quite like this little aesthetic that we've got going on here. We've got a book stack, we've got other little stickers, you have me at Spice, bibliophile, and oh, I love that book stack. I am very much looking forward to reading from this author because I've heard that this author's books are like the definition of dark romance. I'm curious about them. Actually, when I think about it, I own a copy of this book already. Similarly to the last book that I unboxed from the dark romance subscription, I feel as if Bookish and Spice and Fabled might just be approaching the same authors, but I don't know, okay? At the point that I'm filming this video, I don't know who the next dark romance author is, so we'll see if there is a pattern there. But yes, okay. So I'm gonna, okay. So we've got a bookmark to start off with, and this bookmark is safe for work, so don't you worry. Often when I'm opening Bookish and Spice packages, I'm having to double check if they're safe for work. I mean, Spice is literally in the name of the company, you know? Oh my word! I have 2 signed book plates. I'm definitely keeping those. Okay, so here we've got this bookmark of the 2 main characters, I assume. I still have not yet read this book, nor have I read anything from this author as I'm filming this video, but I really do want to read something from this author. You showed me beauty in survival. I'll show you strength in healing. I was expecting this to be a spicy quote because Bookish and Spice, hello, duh. But this right here is, it's kind of inspiring. It hits differently. And as I mentioned earlier, I have 2 signed book plates from this author. I wonder if you guys can tell who that author is based on that signature. Now I'm gonna take this out of the box and, ooh, okay, I'm very much looking forward to looking at the pin. I am actually very pleased with how Bookish and Spice have hacked the pin into the boxes recently, because I did notice with some of their previous boxes that the pin would just like move around in the package, but now they're attaching the pin to the tape that secures the book in the package, and also the bubble wrap protects it. So I don't know, that's just perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna slice through here. Oh, okay, and we've got the pin here. Funnily enough, I noticed that a lot of the guesses for this book pick of the month was noted by this author. So I thought that this book was going to be a book that I had already owned, but just so turns out it's a different book. It's a book that I don't have. So thank goodness it was not a repeat of another monthly book subscription service book pick that I've received previously from the same author who has a ton of books that I do want to get to. Let me take this out of the plastic so you guys can see. And this bookmark says Beneath the Burn. All right, and let's check that out. Okay, it's got a guitar and it's got a crowd. Yeah, no, this is really cool. I like this. I really do. I actually don't know what this thing is at the top. I'll probably have to ask my brother about this because my brother is a musician, unless of course that is not a musical reference whatsoever. And as you could have guessed from the pin, the by monthly dark romance pick of the month for Bookish and Spice is Beneath the Burn by Pam Godwin. Yeah, wow. Okay, this is quite the unique design. It's not the design that I would go for in terms of the special editions that I purchase. However, I think it makes sense for a story that centers around a rock band, I assume. I don't know. I mean, I'm seeing guitars and crowds everywhere, so I would just assume, yeah, I mean, look at that, okay? Does that not scream rock band to you? Let me remove the plastic so you guys can get a better look at this special edition. It's also a very chunky book, like very chunky book. Beneath the Burn. Check those pages out. I like the coloring on those pages. I personally reckon that Bookish and Spice have hired the best printer. I don't know. There's just something about the coloring from the printers that they use that just absolutely blows me away. I mean, you might not be able to see it through the screen, but in real life, it's absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, when I saw their last book pick of the month and their previous book picks of the month, I don't know, like I never have complaints about how these edges are printed. So far, so good. Okay, ooh, I really like this illustration. We have a little tattoo scene here. For now, that's safe for work. Let me check the other side to see if it is safe for— that's not safe for work. That is not safe for work, okay? I'm sorry, you'll only get to see one side today. And that's usually how it is with Bookish and Spice. I usually assume that their second end page, the one towards the back, is the one with the sauce, you know? Okay, ooh, I love this. Okay, so we've got the reverse dust jacket, which I actually personally prefer. It has the same character illustration that's on the bookmark, but just a little bit extended. However, I mean, is there a crowd there? I think there's a crowd there. Okay, I don't know what they're meant to be doing on stage. I mean, maybe the dude is just a singer and he's dedicating his song to her. I know nothing about this book, honestly. I truly thought that this monthly book pick was gonna be knotted. But yeah, no, I'm excited to read it. I'm excited to read anything by Pam Godwin. At the moment, I really want to read Sea of Ruin and Dark Notes, and those are some other books that Bookish and Spice are actually doing special editions for, and I've pre-ordered the special editions. I'm so excited to receive them. I've wanted to read those ones for a while because I've heard great things about those ones in particular. And Knotted. Was there anything else that I wanted to read from Pam Godwin? I don't know. I just placed all of their books on my imaginary TBR, and yeah, it will take care of itself eventually. Here is the naked hardback. It has a similar aesthetic to the dust jacket, Beneath the Burn, and then we've also got a beautiful spine there. And then here, Dare to be vulnerable with me. I don't know what it is about these quotes, okay? For some reason, whenever I hear about Pam Godwin's books, I hear that they're super dark. But the quotes that I've read so far from the Bookish and Spice material is like telling me otherwise. I feel like I'm gonna be inspired after reading this book. I don't know if this is a standalone, I don't know if this is part of a series, but what I do know is that I do want to read it. I do want to read books. I was just about to say more books, but I have not yet read anything by Pam Godwin. I will do so eventually. Now, I currently own 4 physical books from this author, and then I have 2 on the way, and then everything else is currently on my wish list. So don't worry, it's gonna happen eventually. Anyway, go off to future G-Swizz. And now I'm gonna unbox my monthly Afterlight, or really my every once in a while Afterlight. Ever since Illumicrate and Afterlight increased their prices by 10% because apparently they did not include the VAT tax on top of their boxes already, these are getting pretty pricey. I recall that I used to spend I'd say around 90 Australian dollars on an Afterlight, but this alone, this one book costed me 100 Australian dollars. So yeah, when it comes to Illumicrate and Afterlight, I think because they are the most expensive subscription for one book, specifically, if I so desperately want the book, that's what I will renew. And I so desperately wanted the book in this case. So I'm very much looking forward to unboxing this one. Okay, I'm gonna take this out, and I Put a Spell on You is the theme for the month. That was enough to excite me because I was very much looking forward to this new release. I had also previously considered pre-ordering the Waterstones exclusive edition, and I have not purchased the Fairyloot special edition, but the Fairyloot special edition cover looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm so tempted to. But let's see how this one looks, okay? So we've got a little bit of a teaser here. I'm not sure if you guys can see what is on the cover or the title. I mean, the title is giving a very fancy font. Let me take this out of its packaging for you guys. I did not realize how thin this book was, and also the fact that this is a royal hardback. Usually Afterlight provide B format hardbacks, but I think in this case the book might have already been in royal size, and I don't mind this because I have so many royal hardbacks on my shelves anyway, so it really doesn't matter. I reckon that the Demai hardback size is usually the one that's a little bit weird. Like, I've got less Demai sized hardbacks, but I've got a good amount of B format hardbacks due to Afterlight providing the goods, and then obviously I've got got a lot of royal hardbacks. The Afterlight monthly book pick for the month of October is Best Hex Ever by Nadia El Fassi. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this so much. This feels so culturally familiar to me. I mean, even though this, I believe, is based on a Moroccan-inspired couple. I'm not sure. I mean, I'd only suggest that because I know that the author is Moroccan-Australian. Yes, they're Moroccan-Australian. As a Lebanese-Australian, this makes me very happy because even though our cultures are not exactly the same, it is definitely giving me the vibes of my culture. So excited to champion Arab and Middle Eastern books on wherever I can. That's why I was very much looking forward to this one. The foiling on this cover looks absolutely stunning. I love that. Oh my goodness. These patterns. Ah! Okay, this is, yeah, making me a little bit emotional. For some reason, it's very much reminding me of my Nana's house and some of the patterns that she would have. This cover altogether, the aesthetic of this cover is just so homely to me. The back of this, right, the two ovens remind me of my Nana's ovens. I'm getting a little bit emotional just thinking about it. But yeah, right here we've got some pastries on this selling rack. They look absolutely adorable looking at each other. And then here we've got some very beautiful end page art. Look at that! And let us look at the other end page side that is also very pretty. Wow. Okay. I love this blue so much. I love the character design. I love the icons. But look at this, guys. This naked hardback is so beautiful. The Kitchen Witch recipe book. This is so great. Oh my goodness. Oh, rose water essence and lemon zest. Rose water essence is very common in some of the sweets that I grew up consuming. I don't know, this is just really hitting me in a different way. A spell to warm up your fingers and toes after spending too long in the cold. Oh my goodness. This special edition feels so homely. Does this mean that I want to just stick to this edition and not bother purchasing the Fairyloot edition? Honestly, I don't know. The Fairyloot edition also is calling to me. It really is. It is really calling to me. I did want to see what this edition looked like first, and thankfully I can say with full confidence that I was not disappointed. It feels quite nostalgic to me, and for that I just I'm just so thankful. And in addition to all of that, it is just so awesome to see another ethnic Aussie be represented in one of these boxes. It makes my heart sing. Like, I'm just so happy for Nadia El Fassi. I think that this is her first novel? Yes, this is her debut novel. How amazing is that? Your debut novel makes a book box. Absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to read this book. I have been looking forward to reading this book. I don't love the original cover as much, and so that is why I did want to get a special edition of it. And so when I heard that Afterlight was going to include it in their box, I immediately decided, you know what, it's time to renew. It's my time, baby. And now I'm considering getting the Fairyloot edition, but I really do need to read this book, and I do plan on getting to it sometime soon because I very much appreciate a good, cozy, paranormal read. I think this might be a paranormal read. We will see. I mean, it's called The Best Hex Ever. If it's not a paranormal read, at least it is one that I know that I will enjoy. I'm gonna be moving on with my Fairyloot YA. I am curious about what is in here. I have been spoiled for the cover, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like the original cover better, but I mean, we'll see how it looks in person. Alright, so the spoilery card says that the theme for the month is castles crumbling. There is the art. I really like that art. Hopefully I don't sneeze, my goodness. Okay, I am currently recovering from the big sickness, so let's hope that I don't sneeze and it doesn't get messy. Okay, the first thing I see in this box seems to be salt and spice shakers. Okay, this is interesting because I'm pretty sure these are meant to be for salt and pepper, but I mean, I could put one of my many Arabic spices in the spice shaker. I mean, I love myself some good seasoning. Yes, this is so cool. They are in shapes of tomes. I love that. Okay, let me take both of them out so I can show you. So we have salt, and then we have spice. And I think that that's really cool. And I love how they just sit like that together in a very pretty way. Yeah, this is definitely great for those who love to collect book pots. I don't collect book pots. I don't know if I have a book pot when I really think about it. I know a lot of people that do, and they appreciate that, and I know that they'll definitely appreciate this. Myself and Camilo tend to buy the salt and pepper crackers, you know, that crack the big pieces and turn them into small pieces. So I don't know if we would use these for the purpose of salt and pepper. I think I'll just use them for like kitchen decoration. But yeah, I mean, they're cute to have. I'll give them that. The next thing I see in this box seems to be a print album. Oh, that is so cute. Look at the cat. Look at the gato. I love the gato. So cute. Okay, and then here we've got some books, and then, oh, okay. I thought this was gonna be a print album, but I guess this might be a bookmark album, which actually might be a very smart concept. I do have a lot of larger bookmarks that cannot fit in here. However, the smaller bookmarks I can, and that will save some space for my bookmark cup. Let me show you my bookmark cup. Okay, it's staring me right dead in the eye right now. This is my bookmark cup, and this isn't even all my bookmarks. I have so many bookmarks that I've collected throughout the years. I mean, I've got 4 floating there. I've got the Bookish and Spice bookmarks. I got ones from the library. Oh man, this takes me back. I got the Book Depository color-in bookmarks. Yeah, this bookmark collection has gone on for years. I know that I can't possibly put these bookmarks in here, but I can attempt to put these ones in here. I also want to see if it was inspired by any fandom. Sorcery of Thorns. Oh, cute. It's been a while since I've read that book. I'm very much looking forward to doing so. I think the sword is meant to go that way, but yeah, that is the spine, and the spine is so cute. Oh my word. The next item I see in here is so pretty. Let me show you. Okay. This right here is so pretty. I don't know if I can fit a single book in here when I think about it. Maybe a B format paperback. I mean, I can try. Trying out with Salt Kiss, perhaps? Perhaps? No, I think this might be an e-reader one. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk damaging this paperback. I think it's an e-reader thing, something I don't actually own. I don't actually own an e-reader. If I do read ebooks, I read them on my phone, or I read them on my laptop using the Kindle app. But in case eventually I add one to my collection, this will be kept here, or if there's anything else that I can fit into this pouch, I will definitely keep this here. I mean, look at it, it's so pretty. I'm definitely not gonna ever throw this away. It's so beautiful. Ooh, it's inspired by Powerless. Oh my goodness, a book that I've read, a book that I love. I've read it recently, I love it, and yeah, this is just making me so happy. I love this design. I also cannot wait for my Fairyloot editions to come. I have to say, so far, the Fairyloot special edition set for Powerless is my favorite special edition set of Powerless. And the next thing I see in this box seems to be some overlays. Ooh, okay. Air overlays. This, I reckon, makes an excellent addition to this box. So we've got statue scene, boat scene, map scene, and wrist scene. I don't know if any of these contain like spoilers or anything, but I do kind of want to look at them. Oh, okay. Well, that guy, he's built. I'll give him that. Oh, okay, that looks cool. It's giving me the atmospheric vibes of the story so far. I'm looking forward to reading this one. I'm a little bit nervous to jump into An Ember in the Ashes knowing that I know how the story ends. Well, not really know how the story ends, but I know that there is something that happens to 2 of the characters that is so devastating to the point that I feel like I can't read it. Like, my friend told me to spare myself the trouble and to not read the series. I do want to read something by Sabaa Tahir. I did read An Ember in the Ashes, I think, I don't know, I was either 19 or 20 at the time. It's been almost like 9 or 10 years since I've read that book. At the time, I wasn't in the mood to read it because someone said that it kind of has the same intensity of The Hunger Games, and for some reason I thought to myself, okay, so it might be like it. But yeah, no, I took no interest in it at the time, and I did want to give it a second chance eventually, but then when I heard something sad that happens towards the end of the book, that's when I thought, no, I can't put myself through that pain. And I know, it's devastating because I do want to support this author, which I mean, I will be, but for some reason, at the moment, I cannot put myself through An Ember in the Ashes for that reason. Anyway, the next thing I see in this box should be the tarot cards. Yes, okay, so I'm gonna put this down so then I can take these out. So here we have the King of Suns and we have the Queen of Suns. I don't know who these characters are. They might be from the book pick of the month. Let me double check. And these characters, collectible of the month, the tarot cards. Oh, they're from A Tempest of Tea, which I mean, it should have been obvious because for some reason I just associate A Tempest of Tea with the girl wearing the hat. So it makes sense. So these are inspired by A Tempest of Tea, a book that I've not yet read. Which I mean, I feel like I'm saying in like almost every single unboxing video because in almost every single box, oh no, not almost every single box, but like 2 boxes in a row at least, there's been some sort of item that has been inspired by A Tempest of Tea. So I probably need to get to it as soon as possible. And finally, we come to the book pick of the month. Let's see if there's gonna be a little teaser. No, just a little blocked edge. Okay. And the Fairyloot YA book pick of the month is Air by Sabaa Tahir. And apparently, from what I've heard so far, this book actually takes place within the same universe as An Ember in the Ashes. So I'm technically not gonna miss out on the universe. I mean, it might be recommended to read that series series before this one, but I might just go straight into this one and make my mind up from there because I'm trying to spare myself from the pain. Now, with this cover, I actually don't love it as much as I love the original cover, and I'm afraid that the reverse dust jacket will not have the foiling. I was correct, okay? This devastates me because I actually really love this cover. This cover is so detailed, it's so magnificent. I'm not saying that this cover is not detailed. It is detailed. I do like the title here. I do like the air there and how the gold contrasts the dark blues. I don't know, there's just something about this cover that I love. I would have been fine with this being the reverse dust jacket without the foiling, personally, but I mean, it is what it is. It's still very beautiful though. Right here, we have the male main character, I think. I'm not sure. He could be the heir. I really have no clue. I also very much appreciate this illustration on the back. Why does it say Fairyloot up there, okay? You've got love, legacy, power, vengeance. You couldn't spread it out there? No. Like, why did you put Fairyloot up there, okay? We already have Fairyloot down here, right? Like, it feels as if it's a word that's describing the book. Like, these ones are... I don't get it. I really don't get it. Why? Why Fairyloot? Why? Why did you do that, okay? I get that you have to put your signature in everything, but like, you don't need to put your signature on something like that. These pages, absolutely gorgeous. Let's get a close-up of that, okay? Look at them. Majestic. Absolutely majestic. And I did show you the original cover. I do like the original cover. This naked hardback is so beautiful. That's incredible. I especially love the back. I don't know, there's just something about the clouds, the stars, the crescent moon, everything that just looks absolutely gorgeous. I do like that spine. That is a very beautiful spine. Let's look at the end page art. Some beautifully foiled end papers. That is so pretty. I love that. I love that Fairyloot are bringing the quality back to their monthly special editions in this form. I really love how this has been customized. I love that pretty much they put all the bells and whistles on this special edition. They made sure that there was a reverse dust jacket for this. They made sure to foil the hardback. They definitely made sure to foil these as well and give us 2 illustrations. And finally, the pages. Like, this is the quality I did sign up for. I'm not the biggest fan of the front cover compared to the reverse dust jacket, which is actually the main cover. I don't hate the illustration, but I would much prefer having the main cover as the cover that I display. I don't know, there's just something about the rich hues of blue. I just really love that, you know? When I first saw the air cover, I immediately fell in love. This blue, it just seems like an overdone blue. Whereas these blues, this blue right here, delicious. That blue with the foiling would look absolutely stunning, but unfortunately I'm not given the option for the foiling. And a little sad about that, but I do like the overall design, and I like the effort that Fairyloot did put into this special edition. So I do have to give them credit for it. And now we move on to the romantasy book pick of the month for Fairyloot. Yeah, I can't remember what this one was gonna be. I'll take this out. Oh, yep, now I remember. Now I remember what this one was gonna be. And now let's take this book out of the box. See if there are any hints. Ooh, okay, I do like that. Very nice hint. Look at that. That is so pretty. I like that. And the romantasy book pick of the month for Fairyloot is... We got a print there. That's nice. Okay, take that. Oh, it's the same image. Oh my goodness. The Coven by Harper L. Woods. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is quite unexpected. I mean, I'm almost certain that I know who the illustrator was. Morgan O. Anagram, which is Morgan O. and then Morgan backwards. Let's see. Yes, okay, this was definitely them. This is an interesting direction for the cover because I've seen so many different Coven covers, and I don't think I've ever seen one with actual character art on it. So it's interesting. It's a little bit of an adjustment. I do like character art on my covers, so I'm not mad about this, but it's quite an adjustment for a Coven cover, if that makes sense. I think I've looked at 3 or 4 different editions of Coven. Oh, okay. And then we've also got this foiled naked hardback, which appears to be very pretty. There's nothing on this side, which is unfortunate, but I do like this design, and I do like the spine as well. All of it is absolutely delightful. I like that both the dust jacket and the hardback are playing into the very dark, faint green and gray, black vibes. I don't know. It's like a very dark green that blends into like black and gray. And on the reverse dust jacket, we have the original cover, which I like, and I do appreciate the colorway change. I think that the colorway change actually looks very pretty. It has no foiling, once again. And now let's look at the end page art. Ooh, I love that. Once again, we've got some very beautiful foiling. I think the end pages were also illustrated by Morgan O. Anagram as well. Yes, indeed, that's correct. We also have this very beautiful illustration of the male main character as well. Looking quite delicious, as to be expected. Wait a second. Was this signed? I think that is a physical signature as well. No way! No way! Ah, that is so exciting. I have a signed copy of the the coven. I don't know if the books that I got from Harper Elwood's, the special editions of the Flesh and Bone series, I have her website special editions of those. I don't know if those ones are signed, but those are like exclusive editions from her. So at least I would have had those if I didn't have this, but I mean, this is still really exciting. Any opportunity that I can get a signed book from an author, especially when I live on the other side of the world, is incredible. I'm so happy. Do I live on the other side of the world? Where's Harper Elwood's base? Vermont. Okay, I was correct. Yes, on the other side of the world from me in Australia. This is very lovely. Thank you, Fairyloot. I really love the special edition, and I cannot wait to read The Coven, finally. So I guess it's gonna be it for this video today, book lovers. If you happen to stay to the end of the video, leave me the green heart emoji. And if you happen to enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet already joined the amazing community of book lovers. I love you, book lovers, and I will see you later. Peace.
Started out with half and I flipped it into double. Started out with half and I flipped it into double.